Well, today, the story of the forward that has been making rounds that he might join the club of Arsenal is Benjamin Šeško. Now, when I've gone ahead to add my daughters, either Benjamin Šeško or Matthias Cunha to the side of Manchester, to the side of Arsenal. Welcome to this channel. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on the stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun. Kolo Muani has today been unveiled as a Juventus player. It's really gonna be one of those things that we're gonna be discussing in here, but don't forget to pass by Mono Gadgets and obviously get yourself a brand new phone and a brand new laptop. Even if you need a used phone and a used laptop, go ahead and obviously call them on +25670 9988 and you'll thank me later. They also have affordable smart watches, I tell you. So that is it coming in through from Mono Gadgets. And let's obviously get on as set for Benjamin Šeško to Arsenal updates. And this is Seth has told us that Arsenal are discussing internally whether it would be feasible to make a January move for RB Leipzig striker Benjamin Šeško, given as Leipzig don't really want to sell. So he's telling us that Arsenal went ahead, obviously, hold discussions internally about Benjamin Šeško coming in through to their club, and they really had a go and weighed in on whether they can obviously get him. To remember that Benjamin Šeško, even in the summer, he was the ideal transfer center forward that Arsenal needed, and when he obviously renewed his contract, Arsenal were like, we are not obviously gonna go for any other striker apart from him. And after renewing his contract, and they noted that he has a release clause of 70 million euros in the summer, Arsenal is like, all right, we have not gone ahead obviously give up on this player. We want to obviously put in a very good shift and see whether we can convince RB Leipzig to obviously sign the player. So then we went ahead obviously get in some sports. He told us that Arsenal made contact with Leipzig last week regarding Benjamin Šeško, exploring the deal. Arsenal originally suggested a loan, but were rebuffed by Leipzig. RB want money, as reported at the time. So RB Leipzig want money, and if Arsenal are if Arsenal are to get in a player like Benjamin Šeško, they have to meet the release clause of this player of 70 million euros. That is it. It's the only way they're obviously going to be getting this player. And now we have to see whether Arsenal is ready to see to it that all really goes on well as planned. Remember, RB Leipzig is one of those teams that are really playing into what we call the UEFA Champions League and the Bundesliga, and this guy is one of the best players that they have, and they know exactly that everything will obviously move on as planned. And one of the things I'm really looking at, all right, now in the Champions League, RB Leipzig is 30th, and I tell you what, there is no way they can make it to the next round, and maybe it might be one of those points that Arsenal might be used to obviously negotiate a deal of this player to obviously join them, because for Arsenal, they're 100% in the Champions League, and they might even go to the quarterfinals. Obviously, they are in, as I told you, because I don't see any team that can obviously score 7 goals and Arsenal get beaten by Girona down in Spain. I don't see that happening. So in the first 24 teams, there is no RB Leipzig is going to be part of those, and I think it might be a big factor to obviously get in a player like Benjamin Šeško to the club of Arsenal. So we are waiting to see how that really pans out, but the club of Arsenal is really pushing in for striker, and the two they're really wanting to bring in, out of the two, they want to bring in one, Cunha and Šeško. Jacobs Ben has today come out and told us that Arsenal made contact with RB Leipzig over Benjamin Šeško. The player's representative has made it clear no loan in January, obviously. And he said his players don't for loan. And I think that is the hugest respect that will ever get from the manager. Sorry, from your agent. To come out and really defend you very, very well on what they think is right. And he said his player is known for a loan. And what did that mean? His player is up for grabs if at all money is really shown up. And when he said he hasn't gone ahead obviously make any contact for any player, for any team, from any team that needs this player or not, that means there would have gone ahead obviously be contact made from a team, but wishing to obviously get in this player on a permanent deal. That is Benjamin Šeško. So we wait and see how the deal of Benjamin Šeško goes, but I know it's really gonna be one of those deals that is really gonna intensify, because 8 plus 3 days, in these remaining 11 days, a lot can happen and a lot can obviously get into the mix for the club of Arsenal, because they need a forward player. But I've always told you they want Benjamin Šeško as their priority. But I think in this situation, Matheus Cunha ticks all the boxes. Though I believe he has the physicality, can hit the ground running in the Premier League. I'm talking about Benjamin Šeško. But the other guy plays more positions, as I told you. He plays as a left back, as a left winger. He can play as a right winger. He can also lead the line. I'm talking about Benjamin Šeško into the mix. So guys, thank you very much for obviously watching in through. This is the side that brings you your latest news and information as far as everything is really concerned. And Man United is doing all what they have to, Arsenal is doing all what they had to do to bring in a center forward. So Juventus is one of those teams that has gone to obviously sign Kolo Muani, and today he has gone ahead obviously get unveiled. And Juve.com told us that Juventus have signed Kolo Muani on loan until June 30th, 2025. An agreement has been reached for a consideration of €1 million with additional costs up to 2.6 million euros. That is it. And that's all about a loan fee that this side is supposed to be paying. They added and said the consideration may be increased up to a maximum of 2 million over the duration of the player's contract upon the achievement of further performance objectives. So, as it stands, there is no chance for him to obviously have an obligation to buy clause into his contract. That is Kolo Muani. And I think for Juventus, they've gotten themselves a very, very good player. And if you remember what I said about him on this channel, it's that he is really a multi-dimensional player. He has a lot to do and he brings a lot on the table. That he is Kolo Muani. And I think he's 25 and 6 years of age. And yesterday the team that is really loaning him to the side of Juventus went ahead to beat Man City by 4-2. And the forwards, they are really serious. You know, we anticipated that the departure of Kylian Mbappe would obviously help a player known as Kolo Muani really win his position and really be the star of the team. But the Lee Kangs, you know, Goncalo Ramos is back from the ACL injury. He scored immediately, and the Kvaratskhelia coming in through. He had no chance to obviously put in a shift as well required to obviously come up and to the needful. So that's about Kolo Muani, and I think I should show you the photos of how he looked when he was really holding the jersey and putting pen to paper as far as the side of Juventus is really concerned. So I think he's gonna really rejuvenate his career, because from Frankfurt he was really great. Mamosh went ahead obviously be the man coming in for him, and Mamosh really looked very, very good to an extent. Man City went for him. So that is the player known as Kolo Muani. He was putting pen to paper there, and here he was holding the shirt number that was given by Juventus, and it's shirt number 20. So I call upon for your reactions into the comment section below. Do you think Arsenal's making contact with Benjamin Šeško to join them is really very important. All that and more into the comment section below. Bye bye. Good night.